guys, it's Anonymous back here with another aviation video, and today we're going to be reviewing the Headwind A330 900 Neo from Microsoft Flight Simulator. So I bought this add-on a few days ago off of the this Headwind website here, which I'll leave a link to down in the description here. And I've noticed that there's been some controversy in the Microsoft Flight Simulator community about this aircraft. Some say that it sucks, has unrealistic physics, and is a complete buggy mess. But today I will draw the lines and truly tell you whether to purchase or not, or just cause a war down in the comments section, which you never know with me. So here is the website that you purchased the aircraft from, and let's talk about purchase for a second, because there is one massive upside about this aircraft. It is free. You do not have to pay for any of this. You can literally just go down here, get the stable version, of course, because you want the least buggiest experience. Hint there. And just download it. And I'm not going to download it because it's like 80 gigabytes. I don't want to waste any more storage on this computer. But it's completely free. I'll leave a link to this obviously down in the description, like I said. But you just have to install it, put it in your community folder, and you're good to go. So let's go ahead and hop into the Flight Simulator and do some testing. So here we are in the beautiful Microsoft Flight Simulator, and let's go ahead and start a flight here. No, I don't want the I'm talking X-plane now. I don't want the Phoenix A320, I'd like this aircraft, the beautiful A330 900 Neo. Now, there are two variants here. This one is the one you want to use. This one seems to have all the liveries that I've installed on it. I'm going to go ahead and select this livery because I like it the best. I'm from England. And here it is, the beautiful Headwind A330 900 Neo. So there is a website here. Let me just go ahead and find it real quick. So here is the livery website for this aircraft. This is the link here. I shall again post this down in the description. But these liveries are all completely free. I think this is the one I use. Can't remember exactly. But there are so many liveries to choose from. They're all completely free. There are literally 16 pages of liveries here. So if you can't find the livery you want to use, like this, I don't know, Eurojet livery here. If you wanted to download this one, you just go ahead, go down here, download now, and then just install it like you usually do with all your liveries. And there are 16 pages of this. If you can't find the livery you want, then there is obviously a problem with you. Now, of course, we have to go back to the Flight Simulator here. We have to actually simulate some flying. So let's go ahead and come down here. And why don't we pick somewhere quite exotic? Yes, Princess Juliana International Airport. Let's go ahead and just spawn on the runway to start with. Why not? Why would you not do that? So of course now here is our beautiful aircraft from Headwind. This is what it looks like. Let's go ahead and click ready to fly here, spawn into the cockpit. Now obviously if you're loading this for the first time on higher end graphics, there are going to be a few performance lagging issues. This is obviously quite a big aircraft. It's not the smoothest to run in the world, as you can probably see here. It's just loading everything up. This guy's floating in midair, that's great. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look into the cockpit now. So now, as you can see, all of these work. Everything is simulated apart from the circuit breakers. Obviously, you don't get them. So you can do the cause. These turn, cruise supply on. Do all of this. So you don't need that because you can even adjust the air conditioning, which is the most pointless thing I've ever seen. Okay, so something you really want to take into account when you are purchasing this aircraft is when you spawn in the Flight Simulator, it won't work immediately. So what you have to do is go down here to the fly pad down here. Obviously turn it on first by clicking on it. You go to the settings page and then go to sim options. And what you'll see down here at the bottom is this calibrate button. What you actually have to do here is calibrate your throttle quadrant with the aircraft. Now, I'm not entirely sure why the hell you have to do this, but you do. Now, obviously, because I've got a crap joystick, it's just a T-Flight HOTUS X here. It's terrible, honestly. I don't actually have any reverse thrust on this axis. As you can see here, there's no reverse thrust on this axis, it's just the throttle. So what you actually have to do with this joystick is you actually have to turn reverse on axes off. So I have a button set up on here that toggles my reverse thrust. Now you just have to go to here, set the throttle to where you want it to be for when you're doing these things, then press save and apply, and then obviously do that for all of these. And obviously if you have reverse thrust because you've got a really expensive joystick, you can do that with these, have them toggled. So I've already done, I'm not going to calibrate it again. We go back here, let's go ahead and just do a takeoff here. Let's just go ahead and perform a bit of a takeoff here. Just go, and we'll just see how this aircraft flies. And there are actually some really nice sounds on this aircraft. You can hear the rattling of the gear and everything. It's not something you get on many base aircraft. The only one I've seen it on is the Phoenix A330 so far. Let's go ahead and just rotate at 150 knots here, like you would usually do in an aircraft. Now my flight director is not coming up for some reason. I'm a little bit shaky here because I turned the sensitivity up for a flight yesterday. Let's go ahead and put the gear up. Now something I've already noticed here is it seems to be climbing very fast. It's maybe not the most realistic climbing, and obviously it's going to look terrible because my internet's being slow at the moment, which is ideal. So I apologise for the poor graphics quality, it's not streaming it properly. And I just got GPWS callouts as I was climbing. It's very interesting, so the flaps come up now. Yeah, so far the physics of the aircraft, controversy to what the forums say, actually feel pretty nice. I'm pretty impressed. Now obviously I'm not entirely sure, I haven't flown any other A330 add-ons on any other flight simulators. This is the first time I've ever been able to fly an A330. Just go ahead and pull the throttles back a little bit here so I can fly at 240 knots. Maybe set it to climb. Just go ahead and activate the auto throttle here. So I've obviously never flown any other A330 add-ons, but so far this feels like it flies relatively realistically. Very impressed so far with the detail and all of the other things that come with this aircraft, such as the accessibility and the liveries. So let's just go ahead and go to the main menu and just do a landing with this aircraft. And this is a really nice view here. As arrival. Set that to there. Now, I've just realised something. I'm not actually in full screen mode. Now, is that better? It's a little bit better. Yeah, be alright. So here we are on approach here. We've got some very nice gear tilt, obviously animated. And this notification always comes up when you start the aircraft. Now it's pitching right now, it's very fast, and the flight simulator has frozen. Okay, we have been counting our first bug. Now will it crash? I'm gonna go ahead and turn my sound timer here. Oh, we are back. Okay, so I think what happened there was just the aircraft was the autopilot is engaged. Yep. Never climb. I don't know what speed it is trying to land at, but it's. I think what was actually happening there was just all of the sim elements were just loading. So nothing to worry about. So now, what I have noticed here about the way that this aircraft flies is to land it properly, the stall speeds and the landing speeds are not properly implemented in the flight simulator. So what I mean by that is, if you fly it at 140 knots, for example, it does not like to come down. So what I tend to do is I usually tend to fly this aircraft in at 120 knots, just because of the way the physics is simulated. It just hates anything other than 120 knots. It's really hard to bring it down. The flare just doesn't work. Just go ahead and set the altimeter there by pressing B on the keyboard. So yeah, I've been practicing my landings recently, and I've been trying to get more consistent with the landing rate. I'm trying to get smoother, and it's been kind of working, as you'll see in this clip that I did in the aircraft a little while ago.
Nice.
But the one thing I really need to work on landings is the center line. So in this video today, I'm going to be attempting to land completely on the center line in all of my landings. Now, for some reason, the aircraft is just refusing to slow down. It's holding at 130 knots. Maybe if I let it slow down. I don't know how high we are. Are we 2 reds, 2 whites? Okay, we are okay. That's a little bit high. There we go. There is a little bit of wind here. Says 50 knots, I think that says. I'm not sure. We're going to go ahead and try and bring this down. Pitch up, flare. Yeah, that was a bit air. There's the center line, of course. And the auto brakes are incredibly powerful right now. I'm not sure if that's entirely realistic, but go ahead and take that off. There we go. So, first impressions on the landing. I'd say that the physics aren't completely accurate on the aircraft. I'd say that probably it flies obviously too slow. Maybe the flare is a bit sort of sensitive. Maybe it should be slightly less sensitive. But overall, I'm pretty impressed with the way it's all been simulated. For a free add-on. I mean, come on, this is... You would never expect this from a free add-on. And I only heard about this aircraft like 3 weeks ago. So this is incredible. I'm incredibly impressed. And for some reason the spoilers didn't deploy. Right, so that's another tip. Noted. So when you land the aircraft, make sure to always disarm and rearm your spoilers. So yeah guys, this is the Headwind A330 aircraft for the Microsoft Flight Simulator. So this is available across all versions of the simulator, I believe. I'm using the standard version, so I'm assuming you don't need the Ultra Deluxe, whatever it's called, Deluxe Supreme, I think it is, version to run this aircraft. I'm fairly impressed with this aircraft. I think the physics could have been simulated a little bit more realistically. It did say in the website that the physics were taken from the Airbus A320nx model that I think they have. So maybe a little bit more realism required there. But overall, for a completely free add-on, I'm impressed. I think it's well worth the purchase. So if you guys enjoyed this aviation video and want more content like this, then please make sure to drop a like, and if you really loved it, then subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.